Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Off the Rails podcast. I'm your host Gregory, and with me today, I'm joined by Ben
Hey guys, it's Ben.
and Rem.
Happy to be here. What?
All right, we have Chicken Ben and KFC Rem over here.
Let's
What
go.
the
We have a new chicken bucket here on our lovely restaurant. Rem, you sounded like that KFC guy.
No.
Yes. So, folks, we did come up with a new name for Rem because, you know, because Rem is vegan. We want to honor his beliefs and his religion. Um, so what we did is we came up with a nickname that really fits and speaks uh, true about him. So his name is Lamb Rem. Lamb, like the animal, and Rem, his half of his first name. And we all know how much Rem would just die to eat like a nice piece of like cooked lamb. So we want to just gather all those feelings into one thing and just make him Lamb Rem.
Die before eating it, you mean?
You wanna die before eating it? We can make that happen, Rem. Don't worry. Just give you.
No, we want back to go.
Yeah, all I have to do is just give you one of those KFC buckets, and dude, you're gonna be dead in a pretty short while. But yeah, we actually were just discussing something pretty stupid, honestly. So we were talking about fast food or Mexican food because Ben likes chicken. Don't ask me how those two connect. And then we we mentioned the word Taco Bell came to the conversation, and Rem said that it is a classic American fast food place, and I said kind of, but it is not McDonald's. And like it doesn't have the burger, the fries, the unhealthy
Hamburgers
salad.
are German.
And burgers are German. Well, not in America. They're not.
Yes, and Taco Bell burritos are not Mexican in America.
Yeah, but it's Mexican food though.
And pizzas from Pizza Hut are not Italian.
Well, here in America they
What?
are. Listen, as
You
soon as they
lied.
cross the
You
border,
just-
it's American. Um,
It's American.
yeah, but it's based on it's based on a different kind of food. Like a hamburger is like if you ask an American, what is a more American food, a hamburger or a taco from Taco Bell? What do you think they're gonna say?
They're gonna say the hamburger. Even though it's
Why
German.
Ben? I mean Ben. Rem, why Rem? Why would it say a burger? It's so weird.
I don't know.
Oh, once again,
Because
folks.
burgers be yum.
IDK from Rem. Honestly, Rem, your nickname should be IDK Rem.
I didn't hear
The number of times you've said that to me is just ridiculous.
Hey, at least I have the humility to admit when I don't know something.
Mm. Okay, I mean, you heard it here first, folks. Rem is not Donald Trump. That is confirmed. So okay. So I say that it is more. It's not like the authentic. It's like kind of like when I go to a Brazilian place. Here, most like a lot of the times, it's just like Americanized version of Brazilian food. Or if you go to like a Chinese buffet, it's not authentic Chinese buffet. It's just like an Americanized version of Chinese food. But technically speaking, it is based on their food, not exactly their food, but based on it. So I will say that Taco Bell can be considered a classic American fast food place. However, um, compared to McDonald's, I would say it falls far from it because Taco Bell, even though it's technically you can say Americanized Mexican food, it is based on Mexican food like a burrito, taco,
Yes,
and
and a
quesadilla.
hamburger is still German, and French fries are still Belgian.
All right, thank you,
Hold
thank you, Rem, for
up.
that history lesson.
Belgian waffles are just like French fries.
I don't know.
Wow.
Well,
Mind
the
blowing.
point is, McDonald's is more American than Taco Bell by quite a bit because they have fries. Like that's one of the main things. Fries, chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets is like America's favorite.
chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I apparently chicken is Ben's fucking trigger word.
Sorry, chicken. What?
Anyway, I would definitely put Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's, and Dunkin' Donuts, and Starbucks as like more Americanized, more like American cultured focused foods. Even though it's not technically, maybe some of them are not all American. They feel more American, and they're known as more American foods compared to like taco and like a burrito and quesadilla. Because how often do you go to an American restaurant or just like your casual restaurant like Applebee's and things like that, and you see burgers on the menu, but you don't see tacos on the menu?
I don't go to those
That's
restaurants.
a
I
fair
wouldn't
point.
know.
That's a fair point. I don't
Boom.
see any tacos on the Applebee's menu.
Oh, thank you, Ben. Thank you. Yeah,
I
exactly.
do like the pretzel breadsticks though.
With chicken?
No,
Okay, just
it does taste like chicken though.
everything still tastes like chicken, Ben.
Definitely.
That steak, that burger steak that apparently you had this week, did it taste like chicken?
Oh, definitely.
Jesus. Okay. All right. We're just
You should
gonna.
go to, you should go to Chuan Shabu and try their salt and pepper chicken. I mean, salt and pepper frog legs.
Wow, yo, it's contagious, folks.
Salt-
It's contagious. Yo,
Try-
Rem was
try-
like trying to get Ben, and he just said like
He said
salt and pepper chicken
Salt
instead
and
of.
pepper chicken.
Salt-
How do you mix up
Yum.
frog legs with chicken? Who are you, Ben? Like only Ben would mix those two up. I think you two have been hanging out for a bit too long.
It's
I'll be
all
honest.
animals.
It's all animals. It's all animals. It's all. Oh, really? It's all animals to you,
It's
right?
all alphabet soup.
Humans, frogs, a horse. It's all animals, right? Rem?
It's all animals.
Ah, really? So would you consider them to be pretty much the same thing, like Ben saying that everything tastes like chicken?
There are a few small differences.
Oh, a few small differences. Ah,
Mm.
interesting. Yeah, just let me know how how your experience with animals goes. Just make sure you
Oh, it's going great.
okay. I'll be
Made
honest.
friends with a lot of them.
Okay, all
The
right.
birds and the bees.
Yeah, I don't. I'm worried because I'm not sure if Rem understood where I was going or he did.
I
and-
never understand where you're going, Gregory.
Ram, I was talking because last week we talked about chicken, obviously, and Ben said everything tastes like chicken. So I made the joke that would your partner taste like chicken? And then Ram, you gave up on life halfway through that conversation, and me and Ben just were crying, trying to make sense of any of the shit that we were saying. And so when I was saying if animals are all the same to you, and you said yes, and I asked, have you had your experiences with them? And you said yes. You can only imagine. And then you said I have made many friends or experiences with them. I was like, okay, Dr. Doolittle.
Oh, no.
Do you, what is your favorite animal?
Jumping spiders.
Yo, I have a character I like from a show. He's based off of a jumping spider.
What is the show?
Has been hotel.
Husband Hotel.
Yeah,
Husband Hotel.
yeah, has been.
Husband. Oh,
Has been like HAZBIN.
has been. Oh, never heard of it.
It's a lovely show. It's coming out pretty soon. I love it. It only has the pilot right now, but it's going on like Netflix or something. I love it.
Oh, okay.
Like my favorite one is Angel. He's a jumping spider, and like he's adorable.
Okay.
But it's not a great show anymore.
No, it is.
No, it was a great show. You could say it has been, but it's not anymore.
Yeah, I love how we bring top notch comedy here every single time.
What can I say?
Has been.
What can I say? I just a beautiful has
All right, thank you, Ram, for that amazing joke. Once again, Ram's contribution to the conversation is it has been,
Has been.
and then Ben being confused, and then Ram trying to explain that it's always such a great process to be a part of.
Definitely.
But okay. Now that we can just hopefully move past Ram's experiences with animals, First he's talking about like genocide and baby food, and now he's like experiences with animals. Like I'm pretty sure that's a sin on the Bible, by the way, Rem. Have you read the Bible, Rem? Have you read the page in the Bible that says that experiences with animals is actually a sin?
No, you'll have to find that one for me.
I have to find it for you to start. Okay, damn. Okay, never mind. I guess I'll just let you be you, Rem. I don't
You can
judge.
find a book somewhere.
Yeah, whatever happens on the jungle stays in the jungle, folks.
Definitely.
Yeah, but Ben can confirm. Ben, okay. You, you can tell that Ben has been to some jungles in America
The
a
mighty
couple of
jungle.
times. Yep.
Mm.
Have you did you see any natives when you were there?
No, I see where this is going. No, they don't
No.
taste like chicken.
Bro, what? What? I was probably gonna go like, have you had experiences with them? Ben got so worried. No. I know where this is. I know where this is going. They don't taste like chicken. No. So please tell me, Ben, what do they taste like?
I don't know. I haven't tried them.
Okay, all right. The look on Ben's face was petrified, dude. He's like, no, I know where this is going. I could see the sweat leaving his face. Yo, Ben would be a mass murderer if people were just like, oh, I wonder if. Never mind.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Oh, Ben, you are a special kind of person.
We gotta
Like
say,
I'm trying to
amazing.
move past that shit, Ben, and somehow you just brought it back because you thought that I was gonna bring it up. It's like your brain's like, okay, I don't want to make it too obvious, but how can we bring chicken back to this conversation? And Ben's like, oh, they don't taste like chicken. I can confirm first-hand experience that they don't taste like chicken. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that.
Anytime, I'm happy to oblige.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's what they. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, let's. I was gonna go into like a whole detail with that, but let's skip over another fucking topic, Ben. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I don't even know where to go from this.
Hmm.
Okay.
Fast food restaurants. What's your favorite fast food restaurant?
It's
Greg?
it. Oh, okay. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
I don't have one. I mean, okay,
Oh,
actually,
what about Chipotle?
I wouldn't consider that fast food. Like, I
Mm.
wouldn't consider like.
How long does it take you to get your meal?
Ooh, shots fired.
Shout out to a dad joke. Fair, but that's kind of like I would say it's like it's not a great quality food. It's not restaurant
Mm.
quality food, but I wouldn't say it's like McDonald's quality food.
Okay.
Because like it costs like $8 for like one wrap, where like in McDonald's you can
Mm.
get like two burgers for like $2 or $5 or something.
Yeah.
$80 for one wrap. Which Chipotle have you gone to?
The fancy one, right?
fancy
The one with extra guac. Okay.
Extra guac.
Yeah,
Okay.
extra
How
guac.
many orders of extra guac did you make? 65.
No. I am.
This is me with that the gold dust right there. The gold butter.
Gold laced guacamole.
Oh
Gold
my.
lace guacamole. You just shave off the gold bar.
Ben would be the kind of guy to find a fucking gold bar and start shaving the shit out of it.
Just put it on top of my guacamole, you know?
Ben does seem like that kind of guy, and then he would still say that the fucking thing tastes like chicken.
Yes.
You can put anything on anything, and Ben would be like, "Yep, tastes like chicken." Next item, bitch. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ben. Once again, I would say Chipotle is like higher quality
Hmm.
than McDonald's. So I wouldn't say I went to a vocational school and I went to a culinary thing. We had like shop week and then class week, and there are different levels of restaurant. There's fast food is the lowest. Then there's like subclasses. There's like casual restaurant, casual dinner, whatever. And there's like fancy whatever. I would say Chipotle is at least one level above like shit like McDonald's and like Burger King.
Okay.
I'll put Subway also like above like a fast food
I'll
restaurant.
agree with that. Okay.
And like
So like
yeah.
the have it your own way type of restaurant would be above a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, In a way, yes. So like
Mm.
I would consider Dunkin' Donuts to be like fast food, but
Yeah.
Starbucks is like it is fast food, but Starbucks is like since things are like a bit more expensive, and if you go there and you check like the extra ingredients, things are better quality.
Mm.
So I think it's not about how fast you get the food. I think it's about the quality of the ingredients that
Okay. Yeah.
is are used to make your food.
Mm.
So like KFC, poison. But then if you
Definitely.
go to like um I don't know, like a club shop or like a pizza shop,
Mm-hmm.
uh that's not great food, but compared to like eating a McDonald's burger, I would put that above
Yeah.
that. But
It's the
uh
same thing.
how is it the same thing?
Pizza and a McDonald's burger. You've got your red meat, your cheese, and your white flour,
Okay, so if you go to like a really
and your
like a really
tomato.
if you okay, so if you
it's,
so
it's like
if
the
you
exact
go
same ingredients. A McDonald's burger and a pizza. It's like the exact same ingredients.
okay, then what if you go to like a really expensive, like a really fancy restaurant and you get a pizza with those exact same ingredients? Are you gonna say that they're the same as a McDonald's burger?
Yeah, why not?
Mm.
Okay, all right.
I would say the meat would be different.
True, it might be. It might be
The quality
pork
of the
instead
meat
of.
would
That's
be
what I'm
different,
saying.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Exactly.
Like hmm, yeah, quality of the meat is really important, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's not about how much meat you have on the burger. It's about like the quality of the meat that's on the burger. You know what I mean, Ram?
Mm.
No.
Okay, okay, okay. Ben, do you have anything to say?
Mm.
Mm,
Well, personally, I think my favorite fast food restaurant or place to eat that's quick to eat is probably Wendy's. I like me
okay.
some good old Wendy's.
I would say Taco Bell. To go back to answering your question, I would say
Yeah.
Taco Bell is probably
Okay.
my favorite fast. Like if I have to poison myself with one food, I'd rather it taste like more Mexican food.
Mm.
I mean
I
that's
know.
fair, and with Taco Bell you can just put so much hot sauce on there that it doesn't taste like anything else.
That's true.
True.
That's very true. How about you, Rem? What is your favorite fast food? The Gordon Ramsay's 5-star restaurant in Las Vegas. Is that your favorite fast food?
I don't know if Chipotle is too fancy to be fast food, then I don't think I've been to a fast food restaurant in years.
So McDonald's, no Taco Bell, Burger
Moe's?
King, Wendy's. I would say Moe's is definitely. Ugh. Would you put
Mm.
Moe's on the same level as Chipotle?
I mean,
I've not had Moe's in a while, but I don't know. I would
I
definitely, like I
think
said,
Moe's is definitely like the quality of Moe's is definitely a bit below Chipotle. I would say.
I would agree,
Yeah,
but still better than McDonald's or like
definitely.
Burger King.
Definitely.
Um, though, yeah,
Mm.
like I definitely said that as bad as McDonald's is, I would like to point out that there are people out there who survive in like on this country because of McDonald's, because of how cheap that
Oh
food
yeah,
is.
definitely.
Um, it has definitely probably helped or like saved like people from
Mm.
like borderline starving, you know, because
Oh
you
yeah,
like
definitely.
you can get a burger for like sometimes like $1 there when
It's crazy.
yeah, it's crazy. Um, so shout out to McDonald's for helping and at the same time killing Americans every day. Hashtag McDonald's.
Hashtag Mickey D's.
What is that, Ben?
Mickey D's.
What is that?
McDonald's. It's just like Walmart, just Wally World.
Okay, maybe you should be called Grandpa Ben.
Like just like Walmart is Wally World. Cumberland Farms is Cumbies.
What the fuck are you talking about? What did you say Walmart was?
Wally World.
Wally World. You call Walmart Wally World?
Yeah.
You fucking 5-year-old man. No one ever think they tastes like chicken. Okay, please
Wait,
go
wait,
go
wait.
ahead. Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead. What else?
Um.
Cumberland is Cumbies.
Yeah. What
Sounds
else is there?
sounds dirty as hell, but go ahead. Yo, you wanna go to Cumbies later?
Yo, that's what we say. Like we say, it's when me and my friend were younger. We say like, yo, you want to go to Cumbies, get like a chill zone? It's like hell yeah. It's like, yeah.
Anything else, Ben?
I don't think there's anything else that can come on my mind.
Is like Target like Targies?
Oh no. McDonald's could also be called the Golden Arches.
Donald Trump would be
Grandpa
over.
Ben.
Yeah, you really turn into Grandpa Ben, and not really Grandpa. I would say child Ben.
The only person I've ever heard refer to McDonald's as the Golden Arches is my grandfather.
Ben, how are you 5, 25, and 81 at the same time?
I'm just everything all rolled into one.
You're all into
It comes with the deal, man.
He's everything everywhere all at once.
Dude, that movie was actually good. It won so many Oscars, dude. Like my mother was like saying how shitty it was because of like some
Mm.
how disgusting some scenes were. But I think that helped. Like the first half of the movie, when I'm watching, I'm like, this is like garbage. But then like the second half, it's probably one of the best second halves I've ever seen in any
It's
movie
perfect
ever.
for modern society.
It is. I would definitely say. But I think that's probably my top 10 favorite movies of all time is that one because of the second half redeems the first half and it makes the first half fit for like somehow it makes the bizarre first half fit and the ending is emotional like they make two they make a scene multiple scenes with two rocks they make that shit emotional by putting like subtitles above them have any of you seen the movie?
Yes.
You have been?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that movie definitely deserved all the awards that
It's
I
my
got.
mom's
Oh, yeah.
favorite movie.
It's such a fun movie to watch. It's really long too, but my god, I enjoyed the shit out of that movie.
No, it was good. Like I said, perfectly fitting for modern society.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I cannot agree more.
Mm.
Ben, what do you think about it?
I think it's a good movie. I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Do y'all know someone who hasn't enjoyed it?
Nah, I don't.
Nah, my family's not very uptight.
Nah.
Yeah, my mother said it was just like too like that first half was like too disgusting how the girl had like
Yeah, you don't need
sausage
to.
fingers and shit.
We all know, we all know which scenes your mother's
Oh,
referring to.
no.
Oh, so you maybe, but maybe not. So just in case just in case you don't know, it's that scene when that girl has like
Yeah, we know it.
has like has like a certain type of sausages for fingers. You know what I mean, Ben? Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that
we
scene,
saw the
Ben?
movie. We saw the movie.
No, just making sure. I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page about it. But yeah, that was that, and there was some other discussing scenes as well, but I don't remember. If I did, I would tell you all because obviously I don't know that you all would know what I'm talking about exactly
Thank
without
God you
saying
don't
it.
remember.
Didn't a guy go inside some other guy or something like that? Okay, different movie that I was watching. Sorry.
What kind of movies are you
Hold
watching?
up, Greg. Hold up, Grandpa Greg.
High School Musical, dude.
That doesn't happen in High School Musical. Hold up.
Oh, it was probably like a deleted scene or something.
How quick was it deleted?
Probably immediately. Probably immediately. Someone probably got a lawsuit from it.
Oh, no.
But oh, never mind. Okay, so yeah, like that movie was pretty good. I would say another movie that was pretty good that I watched recently was Megan. Like the scary doll.
Oh, I've seen trailer for that. Yeah.
Highly recommend it. It was funny and it was fun and it was a bit scary. It was a nice mix. I watched Evil Dead Rise. That was a little bit iffy. Probably like good in terms of horror movie standards, but I did not enjoy it a lot personally. And another movie that was like blew me away that I wasn't expecting to like that much was Puss in Boots 2.
Oh,
That movie
I've heard a
was
lot of
the
good reviews
shit,
from that,
dude.
Yeah.
It was the shit. Did you watch it, Remy?
The whole death,
No.
the whole Grim Reaper persona. That was.
Dude, that shit was dark. It was so fun.
Oh,
some
yeah.
some whiners were bitching about how that movie was like too dark for kids.
Oh,
Like,
I thought it was cool.
like do you know how like when you give your kid your like a phone, a phone without like restricting anything, you are like kind of like giving away your privilege to have the right to complain about a dark movie for about a dark child's movie.
Small Soldiers.
Small Soldiers.
It's the movie about the toys like being like robotic chips and war chips in them, and they end up like taking over like the entire town.
Never seen it.
They put the chips in like Barbie dolls, and then like the Barbie dolls go like all like rebel and everything, and then
Oh, Toy Story.
No, it's Small Soldiers.
Just
It's
making
like
sure.
it's like a live action movie, but like it was so good. It was like the Gorgonites and the Commando Elite. It was so good.
Was Zac Efron there?
Hmm?
Was Zac Efron there?
Cat Thunder.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. I don't know actors that well.
Did he say bad on it?
Huh?
It's a High School Musical joke. Don't worry about it.
Oh, bet on it. Ah, I get it. I get it.
Thank you, Ben.
Anytime.
I probably should have asked if there was any chicken there, and you'd have been like, no, there wasn't.
Oh, there was definitely a chicken in that movie.
Which scene, Ben?
I, maybe when Sharpay was talking about everything was fabulous.
Okay, I didn't watch that movie, so you're gonna have to paint a picture.
So Sharpay is like at the pool and she's like saying how everything.
Who's Sharpay?
Sharpay is like that total drama queen girl from like in like the High School Musical movies.
Never watched High School Musical.
Oh, you're missing out, my man. But like she's in the scene where she's singing like about how she's so fabulous, how everything has to be fabulous. And then one time she talked about things from like other countries, and it's like Turkey imported it from Spain. And I'm like, that's chicken.
Turkey is chicken?
Definitely. It's
Turkey.
a different breed of turkey. Chicken.
It's a different breed of turkey. Hey guys, a newsflash. Turkey is indeed a different breed of turkey. Shout out to scientist Ben for figuring that shit out. Yeah, I can imagine Ben in a fucking room, like his friend just pulled out a banana from a fucking suitcase and starts eating it with one hand, and then Ben is like Ben has all these slides ready. He's like, "Did you guys know that turkey?" And then it's like a big picture of like a turkey on like the screen, and he's like, "Is actually," and then he clicks on the next slide that there's like this big build up music and everything, and it just like pops up and it's another fucking picture of a turkey, and he's like, "Is a turkey." He walks out, grabs his friends. His friends drops the fucking banana that he was eating, and they just leave the room. That's Ben as a fucking businessman right there.
Definitely.
Yep.
It's great business. Turkey and turkey.
Grandpa Greg will never let us live down a Freudian slip.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I just like when Rem said that that no one can lose against me in an argument. I remember that, Rem. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me of that, Rem. It's still true to this day. Rem is true to his word, and it's true
I'm
to this
too
day.
agreeable. That's the problem.
You're too agreeable. Interesting. Good to know. I will keep that in mind. Like, hey, Rem. Don't you agree that like you would need two people to bury a body?
I could see that.
Yeah. So take the shovel and help me dig this hole on the ground. I want to make a underground pool, and
That
I need
sounds wicked cool.
and I need a 6 feet deep hole to do it.
That sounds wicked cool. I want an underground pool.
Fantastic. Yeah. Just grab the shovel, start digging, and if it gets filled by next week, just it's fine. Don't worry about it. I probably just realized that it was too expensive.
Budgeting. Yeah. Budgeting.
Thank you, Ben. Budgeting.
Very much budgeting.
Yeah, budgeting. And if Ben is missing, don't question that either. He's probably with chicken somewhere. Ben, you should be a chicken farmer, dude. You'd be like, you would.
There's the big plan idea. Like make a chicken farm and make everything. Like when I go for the chicken meat, I'll just like make it into different foods. Like I'll make a chicken pizza. I'll make like a chicken sausage.
Ben, you should be a fucking chicken farmer, dude.
Let's go.
Oh my god!
Everything's
You would
gonna look
marry
like
a
chicken
chicken.
and
You would
taste like
marry a
chicken.
chicken. Ben, would you marry a chicken?
I have to think about that one for a second.
What do you mean? Think about it. That was a joke, Ben. I was expecting you. I was expecting you to be like, no, but you're like, oh, let me think about it.
What would be the perks of marrying a chicken?
I can I can list you some that might be compelling for you as a male.
No, I'm good.
No, go ahead, Ben.
I'm good.
Please tell us what you think the perks of being married to a chicken would be.
Trying to think.
Gonna pluck them feathers, Ben?
I get free eggs. I don't have to worry about buying eggs at the grocery store.
Benny, you know that you don't need to marry a chicken to get eggs from the chicken. You know that, right? I'm pretty sure. So you think that every chicken farmer like marries their chicken to get eggs from them?
Definitely.
Ben is like, imagine me and Rimmer one day come up to him and like, Ben, why'd you marry the chicken? He's like, I had to get the egg somehow. Dude gets like salmonella on like their honeymoon.
Oh, ew, no. No, but I have heard that chickens can be cannibals.
Okay. This random fact out of nowhere brought you by Ben Stiller over here.
Yeah.
Okay, please help us connect that question to our
So,
conversation.
fun fact: if you feed a chicken its own egg, it'll become a cannibal.
Okay.
Like
Is
they
that
will
really
eat the egg.
cannibalism, though, Ben? I mean, there are
Oh,
stories
here we
about
go.
crazy people who drink their own piss. Does that make them cannibals too?
Okay.
No,
Yeah, okay.
that's
Hold
just
on.
that's
Hold
just
on.
kink.
I know this is gonna sound ridiculously stupid, but I'm actually with Ben on this one. There's a difference between. So, Rem, are you saying that a egg is the same as urine? Something that can become alive. So, are you saying that
I mean,
if
if
you
it's not
pee?
fertilized yet, it's not really a
Oh,
separate.
so if you fertilize pee, it will become a human.
I beg your pardon.
Because you said eating an egg is not cannibalism because drinking your own pee wouldn't be cannibalism.
Technically, the egg is still a chicken.
And it
It's
can
just
still
undeveloped.
An unfertilized egg is not a chicken.
yeah, it's not a chicken, but if you're gonna make the argument of like could it be cannibalism, I could see people saying that it could be. But if you like if you're gonna bring up urine, I don't know where the hell you're gonna go with this. Like you're gonna like fertilize urine and like I really want to put Ram in like a science lab with like a whole bunch of shit in it. Like, oh, this is like urine, this is like sperm and shit, and just let him have a fun time with everything, and come back, like, give him some food, some water, and come back after a week and see what the fuck happened in that lab. Like, this dude's like, dude, eggs are not chicken, but urine, like it's like drinking your own. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Ram?
Yo,
Urine. You could have said like sperm or something. That would have made more sense.
I have not read that story, and I don't want to.
But apparently, we've heard stories of people drinking their own urine, Ram. I don't know how the fuck that makes any more sense. Like you're like, well, I
Okay, I read a headline.
bringing back any bad memories there, Ben.
no. It's
Ben starts
it's
gagging all of a
it's
sudden,
just
bro.
nasty.
Do you think
It's
it?
nasty.
Oh, do you think it would taste like chicken, Ben?
Don't even go there, man. Don't even go there. I haven't tried it, so I don't know.
Whoa, okay,
And I don't want to try it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you probably should have
There's
said that. You probably should have said that first, Ben, before saying, "I don't know what it tastes like."
Oh, God.
It's like those people living in the jungle, dude. You don't know until you try, right, Ben?
Oh, no.
Ben is a really open-minded person, folks.
Definitely. My mind is an enigma.
It's a chicken enigma. Inside his mind is just like a chicken holding like a blank piece of paper.
Yes.
Dude, that should be the logo for like. Oh, dude, man, you're giving me so many cool shirts ideas. Like a shirt for you is like a chicken holding a blank piece of paper, but like I crop your face on the chicken's face.
I can go for that. I can
Yeah.
go for that.
If I made that, would you wear it?
Definitely.
You're making a deal with the devil, Ben. Like I'm only to know that if you make a deal with me, I'm probably gonna do it.
Yeah.
Would you wear it?
I would wear it.
Fuck. Okay. I guess I gotta
I
go
would
back
wear
to
something with my
Canva
face
and
on it. Okay, I'll wear it with pride, man.
with pride.
With pride.
You want the rainbow hole in there too?
Yes. On the paper. Don't make paper blank. Put the rainbow hole on the paper.
On the paper, not anywhere else, right, Ben?
No, yeah, no.
On the paper. Okay. That was the most stupid, like one of the stupidest things. And yeah, one of the best things that ever came up with that fucking episode was who said rainbow hole? Was that you, Ben? Yeah, of course it was Ben. Of course it was Ben. Of course it was Ben. Yo, Rem, can I have like can I like waterfall like your water jug?
What?
Can you do what now?
Waterfall like I just hold it up and I drink it without touching like the thing. You never
Yes,
heard of it?
non sequitur. Unlike me, who always comes prepared, Gregory forgot to bring water.
Listen, I am a thirsty man, and that includes water. And sometimes, you know, I'm also a busy man too, so that gets in the way of like thinking
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
sure,
Yeah. But Ben, remember that Ben also forgot his water.
I did.
So it's
Like I said, unlike me, who always comes prepared, some people don't think things through.
you always come prepared, Rem. You always come prepared. Okay, all right. Let me take a sip of this water, real quick, and you two can talk about chicken or genocide or whatever you're all into today.
So tell me, what are your thoughts about what are your thoughts on feeding chickens hay?
Don't make Grandpa Greg spit out
That
his
was
water.
the most. That was the most fucking like brain dead question I've ever heard this year, Ben. Like the world is your oyster. I gave you the mic for 5 fucking seconds. It is your time to shine. What is the meaning of existence? Is God real? Is science right? What do you think about 9/11, World War II, like life in general? Rem, do you think chickens would eat hay? For folks that don't know, Ben is a college student.
I am indeed. I'm going for my degree. Okay.
He's been a junior for what is it, 7 years, Ben?
No, only like 2. I haven't stayed back. It's just the amount of credits I take. Okay.
Yeah, Ben, honestly, with questions like that, you're gonna need a lot more credits, Ben. That's for sure. Yeah. So yeah, Rem, go ahead. Do you think chickens would eat hay?
Yes.
All right, let's move on from that.
Okay. Awesome. Glad
Thank you, thank you for that great question, Ben. Really appreciate you holding the fort for me.
Anytime.
Yep. At least you didn't compare genocide to like I don't know, like baby food or whatever the fuck Rem said last week.
Yeah.
I I had a coworker of mine that said that I was bringing that up. Sometimes we're good, sometimes we're not like as funny last episode. But I just want to let you know, Rem, that I'm gonna bring this shit up multiple times, thoroughly less throughout the time. But I just want you to remember the thing that you said, that genocide equals baby food.
I'm proud of it.
Let's go.
Okay.
He's proud of it.
That's a really interesting thing to be proud of, Rem. I'll be honest, but you know what? You do, Rem. Okay. So you wanna laugh closer to the microphone, please, Rem, so they can pick up your fucking laughing there. So anyway, I guess some fun updates. We can talk about some fun updates. We have a couple minutes left, and I mean we can do like a whole nother session too. I would just combine them like last time, and hopefully the freaking video won't mess up like it did last time.
Oh no.
But I well actually let's go with y'all first. Rem, are there any fun updates on your life that had like something funny or fun that happened on the last week that we have not talked?
I don't know.
Rock climbing?
I did go rock climbing last. What day did it? It must have
I
been.
like how Ben is giving you like ideas to talk about your life. You said I don't know. Ben's like, dude, you went rock climbing. You brushed your teeth like twice that day. That was pretty cool. All right, Ben, do you wanna?
Hey, a week's a long time. I have to think this through.
Ben just came up with something on the spot. Okay, Ben, can you tell me what anything fun that has happened on Rem's life for the past 2 weeks?
You definitely didn't have any chicken. Well, anyways, I digress.
You like what? What?
I
What?
digress. Like I just.
Oh,
I
you
would-
regress. I was like,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
I just
I thought you said
go,
that
I
you.
go, I slowed. I go lower from that.
I thought you said that
Anyway,
you like breasts. I was like, whoa, okay,
Yo,
nice,
no,
great. Thank you
no,
for that
no,
information. He's like,
no
yeah,
bueno, man, no bueno, no bueno.
I thought you said, yeah, Rem really likes Rem has not had any chicken. I like breasts. So anyway, my week has gone. Rem has his face on his hands again. Rem, what are your thoughts on breasts, Rem?
Chicken breast, like the
No.
kind you cook.
Yes, yes, Rem. What are your thoughts on breasts? Chicken breasts.
It's all the same to me, whether it's a leg or a breast. It's still part of a dead animal.
Let's go.
This motherfucker just said a breast and a leg is the same thing, dude. It's all the same when it's dead. You are the most pro-life person I've met, Ram. I'll be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Proud of it.
A breast, a leg, and an arm is all the same when you're dead. Ah, thank you.
It's true.
It's philosophical, man. It's philosophical.
I really want Ram to work at like a morgue.
No, no.
It's all the same, you know. It doesn't matter. Remu would like put like the corpse like facing down. It's like, oh, what does it matter? It's all the same. So anyway,
There's a cool trick I want to try. I would love to try, but I don't think I'm actually gonna go through with it.
okay.
So
Thank you for the segue, Ben.
So my thoughts is that like before I get cremated, I want them to stuff me with popcorn kernels, so that way when I get put into like the cremator, I just have a bunch of popcorn come out.
I want to unpack this, but there's so much shit that this kid just said. First of all, me being an author and having really like a vivid mind, and yeah, the first thing that popped in my head was Ben like his mouth open and like popcorn just coming out of his mouth. Also, Ben, you realize that a cremator is like it would burn the fucking popcorn, right?
Yeah, but it's popcorn. It's burnt popcorn. It's popcorn.
You would eat burnt. You
No, the people would eat the burnt popcorn.
you'd make okay. You would make your own relatives eat popcorn that was made
No, this is
that was
people
made
are
from your
cremating
dead.
me.
Also, so they can eat your dead corpse's popcorn.
Yes.
All right, Ben. Anything? Honestly, Ben, I just want to let you talk for the next 5 minutes just to see what the fuck else you have to say. Go ahead, Ben. What other fun thing do you have planned for your future, Ben?
I have to think about that. I've always wanted to go to Hell, Michigan.
Helmish.
Hell, Michigan.
Hell, Michigan.
Yeah,
What is that?
it's hell in Michigan.
Well, thank you, Ben. Moving on from that, great explanation.
No, wait, Ben. Tell Gregory about all the fun tourist attractions.
Oh yeah,
in Michigan.
there's the
Wow,
snowman
it's
in
like
hell.
I like how one talks for the other. I ask Rem a fucking question about his own life. He says I don't know. And then Ben answers for him. I ask Ben a question about something involving his life. Ben gives me nothing, and then Rem just talks for Ben. I think you two might share one brain.
Ben and I as one.
No, but here you go. I'll tell you about it.
Oh, thank you, Ben. Wow,
So,
thank
okay,
you.
So there's a couple sites. There's the Hell Snowman, which is like a melted snowman in hell. And then there's the ice cream shop in hell. There's the bar in hell. There's the gift shop in hell.
Ben, I'm pretty sure you don't have to say hell every single time. I think if you
But
just say
it's Hell, Michigan.
everything,
Everything's based off of hell.
so you don't have to say, oh, so this is welcome to Brazil. This is Brazilian water. This is Brazilian meat.
there's a
That is
hell
a
church.
Brazilian house. That is a Brazilian church right there.
There's a hell church. It's like a very small church. They don't really have like much of a stand. You can't really do much of a wedding in there without bringing the speakers in there, the piano in there. They don't even have an organ.
Wait, did you mean a piano or a hell piano, Ben?
Organ because it's the hell church.
So wait, organ or a hell organ?
Like the piano organ.
Like a hell piano?
No, it's the piano you have in churches.
Ben, I'm making a joke because everything.
I know. But yeah, it's like there's a hell church. There's like a little paper on a fence that says, "Be
Hell.
mayor in hell for a day, then get like immediately like impeached in hell."
Wow, what a great story, Ben.
I know.
Thank you.
I want to go to Hell, Michigan because it sounds like a wonderful tourist attraction. The gift shop has a great slogan.
Chicken,
No,
welcome to hell.
well, they say that before. They say that when you go in, but when you get out, they say, "Get that out of here."
Wow, so inspiring, Ben.
And I want to go to Hell, Michigan. It sounds like a fun place.
Okay, great.
And you can get at the gift shop, instead of snow globes, lava globes.
Oh yeah, you get lava globes. Yeah,
cool.
it's like a lava lamp, except it's in a snow globe shape.
Okay, that actually sounds cool, Ben.
Yeah.
But thank you for describing everything as hell. I appreciate
in
it.
Hell, Michigan.
And hell, Michigan, folks. You heard it here, folks. First. Where did you first hear about this, Ben?
YouTube. Well, first I heard about like how Hell, Michigan's actually a place. Then I decided to get curious, so I looked it up on YouTube, and then I found like all of like the tourist attractions in Hell.
Okay. Cool. Anything else exciting that you want to do besides that?
I mean, I've been to Bermuda.
Like Triangle?
Yeah, I've been to Bermuda Triangle. I actually, in my bedroom right now, I still have it. It's the Bermuda Triangle Survivor hot sauce.
Well, they really just bullshitted you to buy this $7 sauce, I'm guessing, huh?
Yeah, literally. It's Bermuda Triangle Survivor hot sauce. Obviously, it's hot. So
wait, it's hot. Whoa.
Hot.
Hold up there, man. You gotta slow down there, partner. Are you telling me the Bermuda hot sauce is hot?
Bermuda
Holy
Triangle
shit,
Survivor.
yo, Rem,
It is
we gotta get to the bottom of
average.
this, dude.
It's
It's crazy. Cool, Ben. Thank you. I'm really thinking being Ben a lot this episode. Ben, I'm just gonna say this overall from like this point on until like the last day of my life. Thank you for being part of this podcast,
Definitely.
and thank you for opening your mouth and thinking about chicken. That's really
No,
important.
I'm very proud of my chicken heritage. It's very great.
Your chicken heritage. What the
Yeah.
fuck is that chicken heritage, Ben?
Well, you see, but it's passed down from generation to generation.
How many?
Mostly my Italian side. We just love our chicken.
So Italians are chickens. Is that what you're saying?
Definitely. I'm a chicken.
You're Ben is secretly coming out. Oh my god! I know what this has been about.
What?
You are secretly a furry.
Hold up. No.
You are a chicken. Do you identify as a chicken?
Not my persona.
Do you identify as a chicken?
No. I just like chicken.
The Rem was giving Ben the eyes like
No.
You know, Ben, I hear that chickens can be cannibals, you know?
I know, right?
Yeah,
I've heard about
it's
that
like
too. It's a very
it's
scary
like
world.
if you give chickens a chicken, it will eat it, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Good to know, right, Ben?
Definitely.
Cool. So besides wanting to be stuffed with popcorn and then making people eat it, wanting to go to Hell, Michigan, and what did you just say, Ben?
I went to Bermuda.
You went to Bermuda. What else do you want to do? Like, in the levels of wanting to be stuffed with fucking popcorn.
I mean, I've already done it, but I've gone cliff diving.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say that you've already been stuffed with popcorn, and I was gonna say you are a sick individual. Do you want to go cliff diving? You know chickens can fly, right, Ben?
Oh, definitely. They can fly.
Chickens can fly,
They
Ben.
can soar, yeah.
Soaring is flying. So if you threw a chicken off a cliff, what do you think would
It
happen?
soar down to safety.
I don't think that's flying though. If I throw a human off a cliff, and it falls down,
Hold up.
Oh, thank you, Ben, for that
I know.
great.
You're welcome.
Okay, okay, I forgot. I have to make a note to stop thanking you so much, and just let you know that in my head, every time you say something, I'm thanking you. But then just go with the conversation.
Definitely, definitely.
Take two. So Ben, great piece of information there. Chickens are not humans. Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
Fuck.
But some humans are chickens.
Some humans are
Mm.
chickens, right, Ben?
Yeah, I've definitely seen the first rounders of chickens.
Okay. Besides cliff diving, Ben, what else do you want to do?
Um,
You want to get married to like a girl when like the chicken is like the priest in the back and everyone in the room is a fucking chicken, and at the end you just slaughter and kill them all, and then as you make Rem watch it all.
first of all, I wouldn't.
Just a thought, just like a random thought that popped into
Bro,
my
I would
head.
not make Rem watch that. That's too horrible. Plus, I wouldn't do that. I think.
I like I like
think
how
the
you
future
went.
wife would not be pleased by that.
I like how you
Nor would
went.
the priest.
You went with Rem would not be pleased, and then you said you wouldn't do it.
But then I went to like the wife wouldn't like it because and the priest too.
Oh, you don't think the priest? You don't think a chicken would like to see their own brethren
Bro,
be slaughtered
bro,
by
I
you,
don't want.
Ben?
I don't want the priest to be like I'm bad against chickens. Okay.
Ben, I think I've told you this in the car. You are a chicken's worst nightmare. Every time you make a thought, it's chicken. Like last week, I was like, "Oh, I know what you're thinking," and apparently it was chicken. You mentioned chicken almost anytime you could. You brought up that everything tastes like chicken, but Ben, I am worried and excited for. I really want to like I've said this to a couple of people. I really want to meet who you end up with.
No, if it happens, it happens. I'll definitely give you a number to meet him.
What's up?
I will definitely give you my. I'll definitely get you in contact with them to meet him. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, what is your type?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of figuring that out.
Okay, that's a pretty good answer actually. Now, can I ask you some questions about like what your type would be? Because I think I did this with Rem, and Rem is so it's pansexual, right, Rem?
I'm Jesus Christ, Gregory. I'm asexual on this. It's the third time you forgot it, and I think I make it obvious enough by how much I cringe.
You really do.
By
You
how
really
much
do.
I cringe when you.
You really do make it obvious. Like I kind of had things that you're asexual.
Okay, so anyway, Rem is a pansexual. So now,
That is like the polar opposite of asexual. Hold up.
so asexual is either, right?
No.
Wait, no, asexual doesn't care about sex, right?
No, asexual doesn't want sex.
Yeah. Okay, I was closer with my second try.
Definitely.
Um,
Definitely.
What is a pansexual then?
Pansexual. Like
Oh, is it any?
It's really anything.
Oh, I got them confused. Oh. uh, yeah, Rem as a asexual, doesn't really have a specific taste. He's like, oh, whatever comes at me, and it matches whatever, and that's cool. And all. But now I want to know, Ben, what like I know that like for example, I have like a specific type, but there are people that I'm attracted to that are not the specific type.
Mm.
But what is your type? Like, not saying that anyone else is not attractive, but what do you think is let's start with physical qualities that you find attractive?
Physical qualities.
Yes, in someone. Like,
Um,
what do you seek for?
Normally, for both guys and girls, is a brunette.
Also, you're bi.
I'm bisexual.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, yo,
Let's
fist bump, dude.
go, yeah.
I'm not, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, so you said brunette, so brown hair, right?
I usually go for brown hair. Yeah. I usually I do find blondes attractive,
Mm.
but the personality traits that usually I see with blondes don't connect with me. So
Okay, and just for those who may get tight for
offended?
this,
No, I don't mean all
just know
blondes
that
are the
he's not
same
saying
thing.
all blondes. He's just saying
No.
on his
Like,
life so far,
In life
right?
so far, like
The
from what
blondes
I-
that he have met have not matched your personality, pretty
no,
much.
no,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
much
which is
personality. I
no, which is
want.
absolutely fine. But okay, yeah. Please do keep going.
Going.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much. Well, I don't really have a other preferred type for like body wise.
Can I ask you some questions about it, and then you can,
Definitely.
if you feel comfortable, of
I'm
course.
comfortable with that.
Do you have any kind of fitness level
No,
preference?
I don't.
Really?
No.
Oh, that is actually really how do you say?
Respectable.
Respectable. Thank you, Rem. Thank you, English teacher.
Alright.
101.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Height, taller or shorter than you?
I usually like people around the same height as me.
Same height.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
around like close.
Close. But then after that, would you go like shorter close or taller close? Which would be your preference?
Probably shorter close.
Shorter close. Okay. Okay. Would you do you prefer guys or girls?
I haven't really gone with the guy yet, so I don't know. But I go with either one as of right now.
Okay. So no specific preference, pretty much.
No, yeah.
Okay. May I ask how many girls you've gone out with?
6 of them.
Nice, dude.
Mhm.
Were they all about the same like types in terms of like physical qualities? Would you say, or they were all like a
Well,
decent range of them? Would you say?
all of them were the same type I was looking for, but like except for one girl who was a blonde.
Mm,
The
shit.
other two I met online, so I never got a chance to see them in person.
Oh, so you online dated? Pretty
Yeah.
much. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. And then the other four you've met in person. Pretty
Yeah.
much. Okay. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
6. Okay. What has been like? Hmm. I don't. Okay. Fuck it. What has been like your favorite date? You don't have to say anyone specific, but like you can say a place, or even like you can say the place, or you can say without saying any names, someone, and like why you like enjoy their
Um,
company and something like that, if you
yeah.
know what I mean.
I would have to say it was with one person.
Mhm.
Now, normally, granted, I was with my niece and my mom. Me and her went on a different path, like all by ourselves.
Oh, okay.
But like,
Mhm.
it was at Old Sturbridge Village, and it was. I still have the photo. I can't delete profile pictures on Facebook, so I just added a new one. But
Right.
like, it's still on there. It's still a nice photo we took on like the podium for the Old Sturbridge Village, and it was a nice time. We had our bit ups and downs in that part in that time, but like it was a good date
It was a good
overall.
day.
Yeah.
Good. Now that you bring up ups and downs, how many of them do you have at least a decent relationship with? So.
Well, let's see. I probably have like 2, maybe 3 of them. Like we're still friends. We still like talk every now and then.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's really important. Of course, not every time. Sadly, you cannot do that every time.
Yeah.
But when you can, I think that's pretty damn cool and
Yeah.
important as well. But okay, no, yeah. That is pretty good. We have 2 minutes on the recording time here, so I'm gonna do a little stop, and then we're gonna go back. And are, are are you guys good to do like another session?
Mm.
Are good?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
we'll be right back, folks.
If you've got an adult who abuses social media, that's that's mostly their own problem. Whereas with children, they're more susceptible to certain things, and their brain's not fully developed yet. You can't put all the blame on them. I do think we have. I mean, I believe in giving kids a lot of freedom, but I do believe we also have a certain responsibility to protect them from certain things.
Hmm. No, I I would definitely agree with that. I feel like social media is definitely more dangerous now than ever for young minds. Like TikTok, it can be really toxic for your mind.
Mm.
And people like I think we also talked about this a bit last week. How like you scroll, or maybe we didn't, and I just made it.
I think it was the week before, or
Mm.
the last one. It was just us on.
Could have been. That definitely could have been. But yeah, it was just um it is definitely like a bit complicated. It's a slippery slope. Like I think kids, like you said, I I'm one of the people that think kids should be allowed to have cell phones. Especially with most kids being allowed to. I think if a kid stands out by not having a cell phone, that can really just make their life worse anyway. By being like picked on and stuff. But I do think that there should be more restrictions when it comes, like there should be like a company that makes phones for only like kids of like a certain age, and like as soon as a kid is like past a certain age, they can have like adult phones and stuff. Because there are definitely things on the internet, like I was saying about the Puss in Boots 2 thing. Parents would bitch about the movie being too dark for kids while letting their kids have a cell phone, and that's even worse. Like the shit that you can find on the internet, easy peasy lemon squeezy, just type and search, is ridiculous.
So I've actually in my past, I've told Rem this, but so before I've told Rem about this before because we talked about how we've been addicted to video games in the past. Me, it was specifically VR, virtual reality. I used to like have a PlayStation VR, and an Oculus Quest 2. Now, one thing I've done a lot of research in that time when I was playing VR, and one thing I've come to the conclusion of is that a lot of parents, I've actually seen parents with these kids, and the kids would have a VR headset at the age of like 6 and above. However, the requirement for a VR headset, as proven by psychological and scientific experiments, not experiment like bad experiments, but like a psychological case study, kids should be playing VR at minimum 13 years old, because if it's before 13 years old, there's been a study that I've seen where it's like if you give a kid at 6 or above like a VR headset or even younger, and they continue playing the VR up until like 13 years old, it's going to be like they won't have the same motor functions because their brain's going to be wired the way they work in VR rather than what they do in like real life. And not only the physical features, but like VR gives like a certain like sense of freedom in your own room. So you think you can do everything you want, anything you can do, and it gives you that psychological feeling that like you can be whatever you want, and it's consumable. Like it corrupts most people in VR world,
especially when you're that young too, and your brain is not fully developed or understood that some things should have limits. You know. No, yeah, it's like as technology progresses, I think there should be more restrictions as well. Like I said, for kids, there should be something like even like a law that prohibits kids from like using certain apps or certain apps for like, oh, you have to let your parent like verify this account, and then I don't know, like something that would restrict apps showing specific things for kids that are too young, like on TikTok. If you download TikTok, or at least when my mother did, it was actually pretty funny. We recorded a pretty funny video about it. Some of the things that she saw when she first installed it was like half naked woman just like doing shit on for like views and shit, which is sad on its own. But just like having that, like it's funny when like an adult does it, like my mother, and then she's like and then she's complaining about it. But imagine like a 13-year-old or like someone that just hit puberty and like is getting all these hormones that they never had to deal with, and it's a lot pressure from like parents, the school life, and then they see that like it's gonna be like it's gonna be an easy gateway, like it's kind of like porn for many people out there,
the weird people,
or not even weird people. Like there are like probably some like just porn in general, like in terms of like do you think, Ben, that everyone that watches porn is a bad person?
That's a real like ethical mixed with morale question. So realistically, like the internet is like 95% porn. So like I think realistically, like not everyone that watches porn is going to be a bad person. Like they don't live their entire not everyone lives their entire lives off of that sort of enterprise. It's like I guess like at some point someone's gonna watch it, and then like later on they'd be like, I'm gonna grow out of this. It's like a phase almost, like I think people will go through that phase and then get out of it, and it's like they're not going to be a bad person because that didn't really affect their life that much.
And what if they never do? But they, let's say they like, masturbate to it like once a day. So like they're watching that shit daily.
That would just no, no.
Would you like to stretch that statement a little bit?
I think if someone's masturbating once a day to porn, that's addiction.
Mm.
And I think if that addiction continues further, they would end up ruining their lives that way.
Okay, so what would you tell the men, like, if they are like, because many people out there are like sexually frustrated, and that's one of the
Yeah.
main reasons, I'm guessing, like loneliness, things like that, why
Mhm.
they watch porn.
Mhm.
Now, what would you tell them to do to relieve their frustration instead of watching porn?
That is a difficult one.
Yeah.
I would say the psychological thing to do is replace that addiction with a more healthy addiction,
Mm.
or like, in other words, like a hobby that would distract them from that addiction.
Well, what if they're like that is probably the like best case scenario.
Mhm.
But let's say that they need something to like satisfy their like sexual frustrations, because like even if you're like, I feel like it just biological wise, like even if you're someone who doesn't like who wouldn't like just want to they just anyone and like just do it just to do it, you would still would have that like um that kind of like hunger for it, if you will.
Mhm.
Like you would want to just really, because how can I say this? Like I think it's normal to be like sexually frustrated for like just animals in general, you know.
Yeah.
And there's some really healthy ways to do it, like going to the gym,
Mhm.
writing a book, creating music,
Mhm.
drawing. But let's say that the person just like cannot get this sexually frustrating thing out of their like system. What would be a better way to do it? Because I think that's what a lot of people have an issue with. Because like I obviously I've not done much. I've done some research because I've been really, like I said, I'm a really curious person, so I've done some really deep research into this topic, and it seems like um yeah, like one of the main things is like the doctor says like there are patients that are usually like technically addicted to porn, and like yeah, there one of the issues is like that they have a tough time finding like another source of like another output for that um
So
pressure, if you will.
it's gonna sound like a repeat. It's gonna sound like a broken record, but like there's a reason why I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna explain that after I say it. But again, with like finding them a different source would be
Mm-hmm.
the best idea. But like add on to that, if they find a new hobby that they like, or something that that they really connect with outside of what's causing this problem,
Mm-hmm.
then they can like eventually find someone that they connect with based on those hobbies that they like, just like that person likes, and maybe they both have a similar understanding of something that they really connect with, and then like that will spark something, and then obviously rabbits are rabbits, so
Rabbits are rabbits, yes. Once again, Ben with another quote of the year right there.
yeah.
Rem, before I ask Ben another question, would you like to add on to this really interesting PG conversation?
I agree. Having being a person who has addictive tendencies and having been addicted to things in the past, I agree with Ben that I think the best way to overcome one addiction is to kind of replace it with a less harmful addiction, and just keep doing that until it eventually becomes something that's not really an addiction anymore. It's more of it's healthy. I think I don't necessarily agree with your idea that um this how did you call it, sexual frustration has to be resolved with something sexual. I think humans are complex beings, and frustration is frustration. I think you can. There are many ways to solve a problem, and if there's a sort of a void in your life in one place, there are options for what to fill it with.
Right, but
Hmm.
oh no, like I did not mean to say that it's the only thing that you can do. But let's say like you're doing other things, but that's not really filling that gap. Like would you both say that humans are sexual creatures by nature?
No.
No, Rem.
No, I don't agree with that, and I think the human mind is a very powerful thing,
Hmm.
and in addition to kind of replacing an addiction with a less harmful addiction, like Ben and I were talking about, there's also an aspect of kind of tricking yourself. Like I used
Yeah.
to have a salt addiction, and I used to have a sugar addiction,
Hmm.
and I basically taught myself to dislike anything really salty or anything really sugary, and to this day, like, I can't stand anything uh too salty or too sweet. So I think there's always that aspect of, the human mind is a powerful thing. You accept control. There's a lot of things
Hmm.
you can do, and you can change your own um habits. You can change your own needs. You can change your own perspectives on things.
Hmm.
You teach my grandfather how to not be addicted to salt. He actually
What's
gives
that?
my grandfather is addicted to salt, and he actually gives it up for Lent. So yeah,
Good for him.
So
Yeah.
this is just a picture. I'll take a screenshot of this so I can.
Oh yes, because Google is the most reliable source, Gregory.
I mean, listen, it has actual scientists doing research, which, fun fact, scientists probably know more than us in
Also,
terms of science.
it's a simplistic and not very specific question.
What do you mean?
You'd have to define what you even mean by that,
By what?
by the question you asked. I mean, if you define in more specific terms what you mean by that, then
No, I think it's pretty plain and simple. Are humans sexual beings by nature? Like, are
So
humans a sexual, like a.
I'm human.
So I would disagree
Okay.
with the thing you showed me. So hear me out, because like Remy, he's asexual. Nothing
Right.
attracts him sexually.
Right.
So
But is that most people, or is that a minority of people?
now hear me out. It doesn't, for me,
Hmm.
it's not about sex in the relationship. Not
Right.
like it would come like to be like a close, if not like second.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, but
But-
like my first thing I overall always look for is the relationship and the romance behind it.
Right. Which I also agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like as humans, actually, this is where I was gonna go with this. So back when I was like very interested about why addiction happens,
Mhm.
or why we're all addicted to electronics,
Mhm.
it turns out I found this thing online about the flaws of humans, and it turns out in our brain, specifically like right down at the bottom of the brain,
Mhm.
it's called the reptilian part of our brain. And the reptilian part of our brain is where our addictions are like territorial hormones and everything
Mhm.
else. It's the reason why sometimes we like to be overprotective. It's the reason why we are addicted to some things.
Right.
It's the reason why we happen to be like, it's not the reason why we're angry, but like in certain ways of anger, that's also where it originates from.
Right. Okay.
So the reptilian part of our brain is the most like oldest part of our brain throughout history.
Mhm.
And that's kind of like where all of those like negative things about us are as
Right.
humans.
Yeah. So you said that is one of the first things that some animals or living creatures developed, right?
Well, specifically reptiles, but we've had that part in our brain since we were like apes.
Apes.
Yeah.
So it has been with us ever since apes.
Yeah.
And has stayed with us even
Yeah.
until now.
Well, longer than that, since the ancestors of both reptiles and mammals, which would be in the That would be before even the Mesozoic era.
And don't you think that if it was not that useful, that Mother Nature would have like filtered that out of the evolution process?
Well,
Because hear me out, I do agree. Like, I'm not saying that like by saying that humans are sexual by nature that like everyone should, or some people do, but I'm not. But I'm pretty sure not everyone considers like sex to be the most important things in a relationship. I also don't think it is. But in terms of like, Rem and I have had a similar conversation before. Yeah, there are people who are asexual, who don't really care about having sex, who are or who don't, or some people who don't even want relationships to begin with, you know. But just to proceed with my my train of thought, would you both agree that like heterosexual or just sex in general is for a sexually reproductive species is one of the key things that will keep that species alive throughout time?
well, there's a yes and a no to that.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'll start off with the yes, just get the hammer out of the way and then pull in the cotton. So the yes side of it is yes. Ideally, part of the population is because a lot of people are giving birth and
Right.
making children.
Right.
However, the no is that like, even though it is the reason why we populate the earth, it's not necessarily like a necessity in our day-to-day life.
Right.
It's only a necessity when two people really care about each other and they want to pass on that love to a younger generation that they create.
Right. But once again, don't you think that sex is important for any species to survive for like longer periods of time, like generations and generations?
I think it's like one of the aspects.
Yeah, one of the key things. Yeah,
it's one of the key things, but like there's other things that apply to it. Like,
yeah, but what else would make a species survive for longer than like 100 years?
Well, communication. There's communication. There's
what if the species doesn't live longer than 50 years, hypothetically?
Well, there's I think Remy knows that probably better than me because you're the animal expert.
What's that?
Let's say, so like, is it possible for a sexually reproducing species to live for longer than 100 years if, let's say, they don't go past 50 years of age without sexually reproducing?
You know, there's been recent success with experiments which have the promise to potentially in the future we could grow human babies from skin cells, like just in a lab.
Right, but could most species do that?
No.
So is sexually reproductive, as of right now, is, at least for the most part, sex for a sexually reproductive species, is sex one of the key things to make sure that their species survive for like hundreds of thousands of years potentially?
There's also self-cloning in plants.
Right, but that's not really sexually though. I'm talking about like sexually
I think it's
species.
a key, but it's a lesser key.
So
it's one of the top keys, but it's a lesser of the top keys.
So what would happen if you took sex out of only a sexually reproductive?
The population would decrease, but that's not what I'm getting at.
But
one of our
wouldn't
key,
that cease to be one
of our key points in our lives is survival. We are made to survive as humans. Right. We are made to adapt. We are made to obviously like grow.
Correct.
And so one thing we all need to understand is that like granted population is an important thing, but if the population were to slightly decrease, that wouldn't be a big problem in my opinion.
So
but I think the big problem would be is that like what that small population does. I think what matters in the end is how is it going to move on forward? How is it going to how are we going to keep evolving and become better people? How to become a better civilization?
Well,
how to be better for the world?
I agree with you, but I personally don't think that fits with the question. Like, what I'm trying to get at is like, what I'm trying to say without asking questions is like, if every single human on this planet stopped having sex, and let's say like whatever Rem said didn't work or for some reason, or let's say no, fuck it. Let's say that lions, every single lion on this planet, stop having sex. Every single one. No more sex for lions. We yeah. What would happen to their species in 100 years? Rem, would you like to answer that question, Rem?
They'd all die out.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I was trying to get at. Like, without, like, unless you are a plant like Rem said, and you can reproduce by seeds, or certain animals can't. Actually,
Well, there's
the fuck am I saying?
Sea sponge.
Sea sponge.
Fleas
Sea
can
sponge.
reproduce themselves asexually too.
Fleas. Okay, there we go. So there are species who don't need it, but those who predominantly focus on sexually reproducing, sex is one of the key factors. Like, obviously, if they don't eat, if they don't drink water, the species is going to die no matter how much sex it has or how much it tries to reproduce. But just the point of my argument is that sex is, and going back to my statements, I think humans are a sexual species by nature, because sex is the way that we reproduce. And you can be the healthiest species on the planet. If you don't reproduce, you're going to get overtaken by, like, let's say you have like a weaker species that is technically physically weaker, has a lot of disadvantages compared to the stronger species, but they reproduce like rabbits, and let's say that hypothetically the planet has enough resources to withhold them for like super long time, even with their high population, especially because they're weaker. The reason that they're weaker is because they don't eat a lot of food as much as the stronger species. The stronger species eats a lot, is the healthiest, strongest species on the face of the planet, but they reproduce extremely slowly, like maybe 1/10, if not less, compared to the weaker species. I would think that the weaker species would be able to, like, the stronger species would die out because they would be both outnumbered. And if like there was a sickness and their population was not that big, no matter if it was like a decent level of like a disease that could wipe the whole species out or kill like all the males or females on the species. Whereas if you have larger numbers, to a degree, there's a higher chance of survival, just because you have higher possibility of one of them having a mutation that makes them immune to this specific disease. That's why many people were saying that if we had gotten a certain percentage of the American population vaccinated by a certain time, COVID would be potentially like the flu, because people would do this thing called blanking out on it. It's population. Do any of you know? Do you know it, Ram?
I've heard of it.
Like when over a certain percentage of a population is vaccinated against herd immunity. Thank you, herd immunity. So I'm definitely not saying that like sex is the most important thing of all, but I definitely think in terms of survival of the species, a sexual species, sex is definitely, without a doubt, one of the key factors in terms of the species survival overall, not for one generation, but for multiple, for a sexually reproducing species. And thank you everyone for coming to my tech talk today.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. But yeah, that was my point.
Yeah.
Any comments, rebuttals, questions, or concerns? You want to start, Ram? Man, Ben,
How did we get here from talking about giving kids technology?
That is a good question. I didn't even think of that.
Okay, Ben.
What?
We just took a wrong turn.
We took a weird turn,
and then we had to go on the highway. We ended up in China. It was off. Thank you, Ben. It was off the rails. Okay, kids.
Kids. Say school kids.
So okay, but just the main point I was trying to get at is that sex is a important, one of the main keys in terms of survival of a sexually reproducing species. If we ever get to the point that Rem said that we can make kids from like skin cells, this argument would completely change. But as of like right now,
I look forward to having it again in 50 years.
well, in 50 years, I'm pretty sure A, I probably would be dead, and B, I would have a different. I probably would have a
50
similar.
years, Gregory. You're 21. You're
Yeah.
gonna die at 71.
Dude, listen. As soon as I hit 50, I'm gonna start doing some crazy shit, dude. I'm gonna start like, what do you call shark cage diving? What do you call that? There's a name for that, right? Like shark
I know
dive,
what
not
you
shark
mean,
diving.
like,
Yeah.
you stay in a cage and you're underwater with a bunch of sharks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be doing some crazy ass shit.
You're gonna go to Hell, Michigan.
Yeah, I'm gonna get 2 fucking lava balls or whatever you call them, and then give them to you if you're still alive.
I'll be alive, don't worry.
Yeah, because you'll be eating chickens.
My
until
grandmother's still alive. My great grandmother's still alive, and she's like almost like 95, 96.
Nice.
And like my great great grandmother lived till I was 3. So I'm planning on living for a while.
What if in a war between veganism and chickenism, you have to fight Rem to the death to see, if your chicken people get to survive, or
I don't know.
or if Rem's freaking baby genocide
I think
group is
cannibalistic chickens are kind of crazy. Not gonna lie.
Interesting. Rem?
Again, how the heck did we get here from giving children?
All right, so
cell phones?
kids using cell phones, right? So I think, dude, we went from like I know that, like I said, that like this podcast's name is like pretty much an excuse to do whatever, to talk about whatever the fuck we want, like from going to baby food and genocide, or to going from talking about eating people in the jungle to talking about kids using cell phones and shit. But we went from just like talking about kids using cell phones to addictions, which is related. Then we went to sex addictions, went to the key factors of sex. We had a whole like history science lesson in the middle of it.
Oh,
but okay, kids using cell phone. Okay, I don't know where even to continue from that, but
how fat is America?
Whoa, Ben, yo, Ben, you did not need to say that, man. You could have just been quiet. You could have saved yourself the trouble. You could have asked the meaning of life. You could have asked.
A lot of countries believe we are the fattest country in the world.
So why do you think Americans fat, Ben?
Well, to be fair, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all these affordable fast foods, and the food that we get already has like a lot of fattening stuff inside of
processed shit.
Processed food, especially. So it's ideally a lot of countries out there don't have the same food that we do. Granted, I've heard like Hungary has a similar diet as us, but Hungary, even them, they're like, yeah, you guys have a more weirder diet.
I mean, also, I don't think it's fair to compare Hungary to America. Like Hungary is like a second world country or third world country. It's like it's a developing nation. We are a first world country. Like we should have our shit together by now.
But we don't. We're definitely still eating super unhealthy.
Yep, eating healthy, dude. I honestly like some of the saddest shit ever is when like I see like this 24-looking-year-old person at Walmart when I used to work at Walmart using one of those like electric scooters.
Yeah,
like the person's like 24, 25 using one of those because the person cannot walk without them.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the saddest things I've ever seen.
Definitely,
it's rough.
Definitely.
Gonna add anything there, Rem, besides itching your eye and you know.
Hey, an itchy eye is an itchy eye.
Itchy, yeah, probably was. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, the bad news is America is exporting our fast food to every other nation in the world. So soon enough, we may not be in the lead, but in the same place as everybody else.
Yeah, potentially.
Oh, yeah.
Very, but I will say though that even like the world may get fat because of America. So I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. But I do think that even if they do get bigger, I think their like cultural lifestyles are healthier than ours. Like they may walk more, they may eat healthier foods more often. So I do think that yes, America can probably influence them in a bad way, but I don't think it's going to be that big because their lifestyles are like so. Some of them are so healthy that I don't think it's going to change too much.
To an
Hmm.
extent, I
Yeah.
hope you're right, but American culture tends to be fairly contagious as well.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
true.
Most of TikTok is just American culture wrapped up into other cultures.
It's American culture dangling by Chinese fingers.
Oh, now we're not going there.
Yeah. I mean, this it's not even like a offensive thing. It's true. Like TikTok is a
Yeah.
Chinese app,
It is, yeah.
so it's owned by a Chinese CEO,
It is, yeah.
Chinese person,
But
Chinese
oddly
CEO.
enough, America's the one that dominates the app.
Yeah, because people here are so fucking depressed, lonely, and shit. Cause they're like
They need
that's
to
like
get
that.
entertainment.
That's their own. Yeah, that's their own freaking. Like I know people
Hmm?
that like, or I think I know, or I used to know people that would scroll through TikTok like 3 hours a day.
Oh, that's me. But like, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely like some TikTok. I don't. Okay, my For You page is completely wholesome. Okay, and that with like Hospital Hotel and Live About stuff.
I mean, you are in college, Ben, and you are a junior in college, so I think you have more of a leeway than many other people out there who use TikTok.
True.
But I mean, I still think it's bad. I mean, you can watch some really like cool and wholesome things. Like I have my own shows that I
Yeah.
watch that they're like not really beneficial in terms of like getting a job or anything like that, but it's something that I like to watch. So I guess it's
Yeah.
like a
I
bit
think
related.
the hardest part for me is getting rid of the live streams that I don't want. The live streams I don't want on there, they happen to stay on there. This is specifically this one live. Okay, this is one live stream.
Here we go. Shout out.
It's been bugging me. Okay, it's like this guy peeling an egg, and he just looks at the yolk as solid underneath the shell, and he just pops it, and I'm like, that's so gross.
But then you watch it again and again and again and
No,
again.
I keep seeing it.
Okay,
I keep
hold on.
scrolling.
Actually, I just thought of something. Ben, there's something up with you, Ben, because we were just talking about chickens for like an hour and 20 minutes, and the first fucking thing you bring when talking about TikTok is a fucking egg, Ben.
I swear, I keep seeing it. I don't want it on my TikTok For You page.
Dude, you're like a
I don't know
freaking
what-
magnet for a magnet for chickens, dude.
I'm a chick magnet.
So did Rem write that fucking joke for you, dude?
I'm sorry. I used to have like
No,
a
I
shirt.
didn't, but I would be proud of it if I did.
Ben is a chick magnet. Yo, that should be a shirt. I'm a chick
No, I used to
magnet.
have that shirt. I got it from Walmart, where it's like a magnet with a baby chick next to it.
Ben, I was saying
Used
this
to
once again. Every time I try to make a joke that's funny, Ben somehow has experienced the joke that I said. Like, oh, it'd be really fun if you had a shirt like that. He's like, oh yeah, when I was 2, I wore the shirt. Oh, it'd be really funny if you ever kissed a chicken. Well, when I was 3,
Well, I did kiss a fish once. I also like kissing snakes.
Case in point.
I think, like, dude, I don't know. Like, I love like putting the snake above my head and just like having it kiss me, and it just bumps.
I have not kissed a chicken, but I've kissed a fish. Thank you, Ben, for throwing out some fuck. Ben, we appreciate your. I don't even know, dude. I've not kissed a chicken, but a fish, dude. that I've had. It's it's kind of like Rem. He's had some experience with animals.
Oh God! Next thing you know, you see Lady Gaga coming on stage. I kissed the fish, and I like.
That's Katy Perry.
Oh, that's Katy Perry.
Oh my God! You know,
Modern pop singers, they're all the same.
you know chickens like the back of your hand, but you don't know the singer for the song that you're trying to
I
sing.
kissed a fish and I liked it. Yeah, I know that singer. It's Katy Fishy. It's Fishy Perry.
Oh my God! Rem, can you take away the your joke script from Ben, please? Like the shit's getting old.
No. Ben's actually a comedian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got a scholarship in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was your fucking stand-up act, Ben? At like a fucking chicken farm?
Actually, no. I did it on just kidding. I know how chicken act on Broadway. Can you imagine?
Yeah, on the middle of the street, probably.
Yeah. I had a chicken next to me. It was awesome.
Okay. Okay. Why was I asking? Oh yeah, because you were talking about lives. Like you were what? Somehow you were watching a live stream about a guy with an egg.
And he's just
Ben,
doing
I
a
think
shot.
I think life's trying to tell you something, Ben.
I eat chicken.
Okay, here's a new shirt. It's a rainbow hole, but it's actually Ben's mouth, and then there's rainbow coming out of it, and there's chickens being like
Sucked into it.
sucked into it. Thank you. You are a chicken sucker, Ben.
I'm not gonna say that. No. Oh god.
Chicken sucker, Ben. All right.
Yep.
New nick.
New nickname.
Don't agree with it, Ben. Don't let people
Hey, you know, if I'm
don't
gonna,
consent to people calling you a chicken sucker, dude. Like,
hey, you know what? Sometimes I like to lick the ketchup. off
okay,
the
okay,
chicken a little.
okay,
Oh, the top.
okay. All right.
That's actually what he said.
I said sucker, Ben, and then you bring up a licking story.
Hey, licking the ketchup.
You have the weirdest fucking fetishes, Ben. Remember, the fuck you have a phone on your forehead, dude. Like, Rem, hold on, say like that. Say like that. You look like you're having a mental breakdown, Rem. Like identity crisis, Rem over here. Like, look at this shit, dude. Like what? Like Ben, Rem, this is what you look like.
Delete it.
This is what vegans usually look like. Fuck. Vegans. This is what vegans usually look like when people are talking about meat.
Oh god. What a podcast. What a podcast.
What a fucking episode, Ben.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Aim to please.
Chickens, apparently. No, Ben. Please go ahead and explain to us how you properly lick a chicken, Ben.
It's not the chicken. It's chicken tender. I did.
Oh, it's the tenders. Oh,
It's the tenders.
that's what you call it. Okay.
A chicken tendy.
Rem,
yeah.
you wanna please barge into this conversation and just say it's like anything, please. If you say I don't know, I'm gonna rip that fucking mustache with my own fucking hands. I swear to God. I can hear the chickens calling.
I'm about to cry. Oh,
How funny would it be if Ben one day starts laughing on a really high pitched tone on like a speakerphone, and then chickens start like being like gathering around him.
It's the call.
It's actually Ben's mating call.
Nah, it's just my call for protection. I need
Your call for protection?
I need a rescuing. When I do that call.
What is your mating call then, Ben?
I don't have one.
You don't, Ram?
Nope.
What? In what universe do I have a mating call?
I don't
even.
Maybe
date.
this one. Maybe this one. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You put your phone on like your fucking forehead, like you just did now, and then you start laughing like that, dude. That could be your mating call. Just Ram looking up like, I don't know why you did that. You put your phone on your forehead. You looked up to the ceiling, and you started laughing. Like you looked like more of a psycho than I usually do, or than Ben usually does whenever he talks about like whenever Ben talks about chicken, it's like his eyes like change, like his. Right, Ben, I'm gonna need you to do that same facial expression, please. Thank you.
Delete it.
All right.
Oh, God.
When Mom says we're having chicken for dinner. Ben, I'm gonna post that on every single social media page I have. By the way,
No.
I'm gonna make that a
Make sure you
meme.
put that caption on there.
I'm definitely gonna put that caption on. That's the deal. And then
Yeah.
Rem's gonna be like, I don't know, some kind of like vegan caption, like, vegans after trying to convince their friends for 3 years, or vegans after trying to explain to their friends that you can get meat, you can get meat, that you can get protein without meat. Now the biggest question now
Mm.
is, if you're vegan, right? You don't have any kind of meat, right?
Mm.
Not unless you count bivalves.
But so no meats, right? So it's like the opposite of Arby's, right?
Yes. No, I don't eat any kind of meat unless you count bivalves.
Okay.
Mm.
So technically speaking, so in a way, aren't vegans and asexuals the same thing?
What? Oh
I
no! I
mean-
got it. I got it.
I mean, being both. Others may take offense, but I'm owning that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were you owning?
He doesn't take the meat.
He just- Ben, can you say that like a little bit closer to the microphone?
He doesn't take the meat.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna timestamp this really quick. 1 hour 42 minutes in this podcast. I'm gonna clip that shit for sure. 1:42 and screenshot it. Okay. Expect to get like a nice clip on YouTube, or like a random short on YouTube that says it's just Ben going, he doesn't take the meat.
He doesn't take the meat. Oh god.
Vegans when asked vegans when asked on a date. Wait, no. Okay, fuck, how to make this funny? He doesn't take the meat.
He doesn't take the meat.
Sports commentators watching a gay man propose to his vegan boyfriend, and the boyfriend says no. The vegan doesn't take the meat.
That's convoluted. You can do better.
Fuck, I have 15 minutes.
Mr. Crab is unfair. Mr. Krabs is in there.
Okay.
Fighting his oppression.
Okay.
Taking a sip of depression.
Oh, go ahead, Ben.
Oh, that's all I had.
I don't want to stop you from your epic rap battle. Dude, I should make a epic, because I've done this before. I can write an epic rap battle song
Okay.
for the three of us to do.
Dude,
I'll be down.
let's
Dude, I'm gonna start working
go.
on that shit, dude, ASAP.
Yeah, we're doing that. Yeah.
I'm gonna have so much fun. I might start crying trying to make that, because it's gonna be
It's
so
just gonna
fun.
be about chicken.
No, you're it's gonna be just chicken.
Chicken, beef.
No, Ben, no, just stick to chicken.
Just chicken.
Yeah, that's your name from now.
Sometimes add a little bit of a. Yeah.
Is that the sound that you make, Ben?
Yeah.
Man, I cannot wait to talk to your girlfriend, Ben. I cannot wait to talk to your girlfriend. You imagine being neighbors to Ben, like every night at 2 a.m. and that's all you hear?
Hey, if I'm doing it on campus, I might as well go out in style, you know? If I live in dorms again next semester, I'll just be like, in the morning, I'll wake up and be like, make my rooster sound.
Ben, are you catching what I'm dropping down here?
Definitely.
I don't think you are.
I know.
So that sound, Ben, right?
Mhm.
Is it the sound that you make when it's really happy time?
No, man. No. Don't diss the chicken like that. Don't be dissing my chicken.
Don't be dissing my chicken. What chicken are you talking about here, man?
My chicken culture, man. Come on.
You know when you feel like you're losing brain cells when you listen to something like that? Don't offend my chicken culture. That is the biggest like. Okay.
We're just gonna have fan art of me as a chicken.
People are gonna have an art of you and a chicken, but not in the way that you're thinking about, man.
Oh hell no.
I mean, from how much you talk about chickens, huh? Yeah, and there's gonna be a poster of Rem, with like
baby food.
baby food. Thank you, and then yeah,
It's gonna be a strike symbol with like baby food on it. It's gonna be a strike sign.
I want to add something so bad, but so bad. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. Rem, you wanna add anything to the past 30 minutes that you've been just putting your phone on your forehead and just contemplating life or whatever you were doing?
No, my brain was a blank.
Your brain was a blank. All right,
You guys got rid of too many brain cells.
you're welcome.
It's okay to say you're welcome for the sky, the moon, the sky.
The sky and the moon and the sky. I don't think that's how the song goes,
I don't
Ben.
think it is either. But
I don't think he says sky twice. I don't think he has a stroke mid sentence, Ben.
the sky.
The sky, the sun, and then the sky.
And then you take the moon, and you take the moon.
I don't know what's going on anymore, Ben.
I don't know.
Rem has already given up. Much like last time, Rem also missed his fucking mouth with his water bottle. I want to point that out. Rem was looking at me trying to act all cool, and then he dragged his 2-gallon water bottle to his face and hit the side of his fucking cheek. I don't think your cheeks need to be hydrated, Rem.
It's 2 liter, not 2 gallon.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm.
So anyway, Rem with his 2-gallon water bottle over here. Listen, we're in America, okay? We are using grams, we're using gallons. If it's 2 liters, it's technically 2 gallons.
Except a gallon, I'm pretty sure is 4 liters.
Nah, it's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just completely cheat the system.
Completely cheat the system. But anyway, back to kids using cell phones. I think that we definitely made a strong argument.
We definitely did.
Yep. I think this 50 fucking minutes of recording. I like how the idea. Like, I'm not gonna be talking about this too much, but like, because like obviously like it's off the rails, and when people say, "Oh, you're going off the rails," I have to say it's the fucking point. But it's just so fun when I don't have to explain like or go back to it, because that's the name of the podcast. It's off the rails. So if we go off the rails, no one can say anything because that's the name of the podcast.
That's absolutely fair.
But it's great how we went from like talking about like a serious talk like children being addicted to cell phones to fanfic of Ben with a chicken. pretty sure Congress is gonna really love that argument.
This is politically incorrect.
You offended my chicken culture.
Excuse me, just assume my chickenality.
Your chicken. Oh my god. I'm actually from KFC. Excuse you.
Excuse me, I'm known as Colonel Sanders.
Colonel. I believe it. All right, Rem, you wanna help bring some brain cells back here? We have like a couple minutes left.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You just created a whole mess until gave me a mop and said, "Hey, you have 2 minutes."
Yeah, because you've been like charging your vegan energy with like the sun and shit, or however you vegans eat.
Are you assuming vegans are photosynthetic?
Yeah, I'm assuming, dude, because I know.
Wish.
I wish.
They said Irish. I'm like, I don't think Irish people
I mean,
are photosynthetic. Dude. But all right. Jesus, I'm like so mentally tired from all this
Oh,
conversation.
definitely, me too.
It's just funny how I don't know.
I don't know.
How one topic easily changes when having a certain group of people, and just how funny it is that that Rem would do like the stupidest shit when we're not recording, like put a phone on his forehead, look in the sky, and start laughing. And then do the same thing like 10 minutes later, thinking, I'm not going to notice that you're laying back on your fucking seat doing the same shit for no reason instead of talking on the fucking mic. This is an audio podcast. Right? I cannot wait until one day we have like a video podcast, and Rem is always talking like he doesn't do any of the shit that he does with an audio podcast. He's like talking more than me, and Rem, where was where is your actions? Like, where was this on the audio podcast, and where is your funny actions now? And then Rem's gonna do his catchphrase, his lamb ram catchphrase, which is I don't know. We're gonna give Rem 10 options like last week. It's gonna be I don't know. Like, it's fun. It's funny and frustrating at the same time, Rem. Last week, I was like driving back. I was like, we gave this dude 10 options, went through it, asked him questions, and then your response was, I don't know.
Hey, but I did eventually pick. I said all of Ben's ideas are better than all of yours.
But then, yeah, you said that. But then I went through mine, and you're like, oh yeah, that one was not bad. Oh, that one was not bad. Oh, yeah, that one was not bad. You hypocritical. Vegan. There. Boom. I said it. I know.
Ooh.
Deal with it.
Oh no.
So wait, can you be friends with okay. I'm so mentally fucking tired from this stupid conversation that I was gonna ask if it's okay for a vegan to be friends with a chicken because Ben considers himself a chicken. I was like, is it okay? But then I was like, that makes no fucking sense, dude. Like, I literally almost asked if vegans could have dogs as a pets. You know what I mean? Dude, okay, we gotta stop this fucking podcast before I say any other stupid shit. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Off the Rails podcast. If you made it this far, thank you. We appreciate your support, your kindness. We hope you don't take offense to Ben's racist remarks throughout the podcast and Ram's anti carnivore chants on the background. But as always, I've been your professional, clean, innocent, and proud host, Gregory, host of this amazing Off the Rails podcast. If you would like to comment or question anything, trust me, I know you probably have a lot of things that you would question on this podcast.
Why so much?
Ben, I think you were a chicken in like another life, dude. Like, I kid you not. Like,
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you're the king of the chickens, Ben.
Oh, you know what? New t-shirt idea. New t-shirt idea.
King of the chickens.
Yeah, King of the Chickens t-shirt. Or should we make that a hoodie? Should we?
Why would be the fucking difference, dude?
Well, a hoodie looks more like professional than like a t-shirt.
So you think
you wear have it on the back?
It doesn't fucking matter like what kind of clothing you're wearing. You're having a fucking King of Chickens t-shirt.
I would love a.
The fuck you mean professional? It's like it's like it's like putting on a suit, but then just putting like I don't even I got nothing for that, Ben. This chicken shit literally has clogged my brain. Like any funny thought that I have, I got nothing.
Just goes back
You
to chicken.
you try to make a fucking remark about looking professional while wearing a shirt that says "King of the Chickens." If I am running a corporate office and someone shows up with that shit, I'm gonna fire them on the spot, man.
Oh no! What if they identify as a chicken?
And what if their name is Ben? Thank you for listening once again. Damn, dude, I might actually make those shirts and make that our merch. Fuck my life, dude. It's so annoying how great of an idea that is.
Oh God.
Then, with all the kindness in my heart, I say, go fuck yourself because you're making more work for me. I'm gonna be a busy boy this week, that's for sure. All right, so keep an eye out for chicken merch.